Jameson, and changes are in the works in the Warren County School District.
Yeah, there's some steps that have already been laid in the process, and this is all for updates at many of the school facilities. So our Philip Ward is talking to the superintendent. You talked to Superintendent Amy Stewart earlier today about how Philip community members will have a say in this plan. What did you learn?
Good evening, Eve and Mike. Well, the next step, as I found out today, we'll be meeting with stakeholders, and then eventually the public will have their say. And as Superintendent Amy Stewart told me, working for the people is a big responsibility.
We're working with taxpayer dollars, and that's a really important responsibility.
Superintendent of Warren County School District talks about changes coming to the schools.
The board met on its first step with strategy on Monday night. At the committee meeting, they had a public work session where they're talking about what the process is actually going to look like with the public.
And this timeline lays out the next steps in this process.
The strategy is going to be conducting individual interviews with key stakeholders, board members, administration. Then they'll get back together with the board, and then we will start looking in March-ish. Some public engagement work sessions. The dates aren't settled yet.
And I asked her how much this will cost taxpayers.
The board isn't even looking at it from that perspective, quite honestly. They're looking at the challenges right now that we're dealing with after the pandemic. They're looking at the fact that our enrollment is declining. They're looking at the fact that it's difficult to hire certified teachers. There's a teacher shortage, all over right now.
And Stewart believes in this process going forward.
This process has the, fidelity in it, and we're going to do our due diligence and do a good job at making sure that we're following the process.
And Stewart also says that it's very important to her and the board to make sure that anyone who wants to voice their opinion on this will have a chance to do so. Right now, though, we're only in the first few steps, but we'll continue to follow it. Live in the studio, Philip Ward, Erie News Now.